Hey guys, Zeramus555 here, and I'm coming to you today with a little deck profile update, and I'm just going to be talking about the YCS that's going to be happening this weekend at Indianapolis. I think it's this weekend. Pretty sure it is. Should be. Anyways, this is going to be an update on my Lightsworn deck. I've really only changed a couple cards, but I also have some questions about a few cards that I'd love for you guys to respond about, and just give me your thoughts down in the comments below. First off, we'll just start off with the monsters here. So still running the 3 JD, you gotta run 3. Got my BLS finally, yay, thanks to Team Delta Force, really appreciate that. Yeah, gotta run BLS. 1 Chaos Sorcerer, this is kind of a Twilight-y build, but yeah, not really. I probably will be building Chaos Dragons as much as I hate the deck. I've been testing it online, it is still really fun to play, I just don't really like dragons that much, but who knows, maybe I'll kind of change my mind. I just need 1 more Pulsar and 3 Dark Flare, and then I can build the deck. So, 2 Lumina, you gotta run 2. She's staple now. I like 2 Wulf. I've seen a lot of people only running 1. I think you have to run 2. I think 1's just not enough, because if you mill this bad boy, it's really good. Sorry, gets around Thunder King. 2 Lyla, I got the second one finally, so I'll be running 2 of those. Really like Lyla. She's amazing at 2. 3 is too many. 1's not enough, I think, but, you know, 1 was actually okay, but I think you still gotta run the 2 Lyla. 2 Ryko, I like 2 a lot. I've seen some people cutting it down to 1, but I think 2 Ryko is really good. I was thinking about chopping it down maybe for an Arcus, but I really don't like Arcus that much. I think it's just good for making, like, rank 3 XYZs with Lumina. So we got 1 Garoth, go with the Lumina plays, and just 1850 beater. 1 Jain's really awesome, mills 2, and goes to 21 when you attack over something, so it gets over Thunder King, gets over 2,000 beaters, stuff like that, so really good. And one of my favorite cards in the deck is Ehren. Ehren obviously gets around Zen Mains, gets around Spirit Reaper, gets around Marshmallow, stuff like that, so really good. Actually good against a lot of, like, you know, less popular decks as well, such as X-Sabers. They set their Ember's Blade, they set their Dark Soul, you summon, bounce to their deck. It's really good. 1 Honest, you gotta run it in here, staple. 2 Card Troopers for those extra milling plays, and Trooper's just awesome, it's a floater. 2 Tour Guide. I really like the Tour Guide in here, and Sangan. That's really just, Sangan's awesome in this deck, because it pretty much grabs everything important. So it can grab another Tour Guide, it can grab Lumina, which I grab a lot of the time, it can grab a Ryko, it can grab, what was I going to say? Honest, you can grab Honest as well, which is really good as well. So I really like the one Sangan. Some people don't run this card, but I really liked Tragoedia. I think 2 Trag's fantastic. If it was at 3, I'd run 3 as well, so very good card. Gorz, OTK stopper. 2 Necro Gardnas, I don't like 3, I think 2's good. I wouldn't mind testing 3, but I just really can't see me needing more than 2. And then 1 Plaguespreader. This is the card I want to talk about. I was actually thinking about taking this out of the deck. I'm just not sure what to replace it with. I was thinking maybe a Night Assailant to give me another target for Tour Guide, but then I was like, I don't know. So, I don't know. I like Plaguespreader a lot just because, you know, you can have a special Wulf and you normal summon this and you synchro, but the problem with Plague now is since Bronic's gone, you really don't have as many good plays. That's the problem I see with Plaguespreader. And other than that, you know, he really only good synchro plays with, like, maybe Chaos Sorcerer. You go Chaos Sorcerer, Banish, and then put something on top of the deck, Special Plague. And, of course, you can use Plague's effect to, like, put Wulf back on top and then mill it, which is good as well. But, I don't know. I'm going to keep testing it for now, but I might end up taking it out. I just find that I pitch it with Allure of Darkness, or I discard it a lot. And I usually, like, it sits in the graveyard, but I don't do anything with it. Or I'll just banish it for BLS or something. It's just one of those cards I rarely ever go into. So that's it for the monsters, 28. I'm only running 9 Darks. I'd like to maybe bump it up to 1 more. I was thinking about maybe taking Plague out for Zephyros as well. Zephyros is really good in the deck. But, yeah, we'll see. So, 3 Solar Recharge. 1 Charge of the Light Brigade. 2 Gold Sarcophagus. I really like Gold Sarc a lot. It's better than Duality in my opinion, because even though you have to wait basically 2 turns, you basically use this and you get those spell cards out of your deck that you don't want to mill. So I'm usually going to Gold Sarc for, like, Charge. I'm going to Gold Sarc for Solar Recharge if I need to. I usually always Gold Sarc for Pot of Avarice just so you can get that free +1 later on. It's really good because, you know, you always see those spells getting milled and you're just like, oh, why did I mill that? And it's frustrating. So the Gold Sarc obviously thins the deck by 1 card and it gets that spell card out of there. So your chances of milling monsters is a lot higher. And consistency-wise, it works really well. 1 Allure, it's good. Just get something dead out of your hand. A little more draw power. I was thinking about maybe taking this out for Foolish Burial again, but I kind of like the Allure. If you open up with like Necro Gardnas or, you know, Plague once again, or maybe 2 Tragoedias and you only need 1, you just Allure and draw into something better. 1 Monster Reincarnation, I don't like Beckoning Light because you set it gets MST'd and it's just frustrating. Monster Reincarnation is also significantly faster, and it can grab back Chaos Sorcerer, as well as Gorz or whatever else you may need in this situation. Pot of Avarice, like I said, you gotta run it. Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. So that's the deck. It's pretty much the exact same thing it was before. I just changed a couple cards. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Plaguespreader, and maybe if I should cut it, what do you think I should cut it for? I just noticed a lot of people aren't even running it anymore. I was also thinking about maybe just like cutting the Chaos Sorcerer and the Plaguespreader and running 2 Debris Dragons and a Dandelion, just doing Debris Swarming because it's a lot of fun. But I was like, I don't know, because then you mill the debris and stuff, and it's not really that great. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's the deck. So I just want to talk about Indianapolis a little bit here. I really think that Winups is probably going to win again. It is the deck to beat this format. And, you know, with all the good players we have in North America, I think that the chances of it winning, especially if in the hands of one of those good players, is very, very high. Another deck that will probably, I think my second best bet to win is probably going to be Geargias or some kind of machine variant. You know, I think the surprise factor of Psychics is kind of out the window now, so I really don't think people are going to be playing that all too much. I'm sure people will be playing it, but they're going to be like, you know, net-decking Jeff Jones build thinking at top, and it doesn't work that way. And I also think that Heroes have a good chance, but the problem I see with Heroes is they're a bit too predictable, and they really only have a few good plays. So as much as they're awesome because they have a bunch of big beaters, and they have tons of pluses, and Super Poly's broken, I really can't see it doing that well. Rogue decks that I think are probably going to top, that I would like to see win, but it'll never happen, but are probably going to top. Obviously, we're going to be seeing Dark Worlds. I really don't ever think Dark Worlds is going to win any YCSs this format. I'd be surprised. The only reason it won the 1 YCS last format was, once again, the surprise factor. Everyone was expecting no one to be running Dark Worlds after their poor showing at the first YCS they were at. And I just think not a lot of people are running them just because they don't really enjoy playing them, which I can completely understand. It's not a fun deck to play at all. In fact, I would say it's pretty much the definition of if you want to just be a jerk in the game. You want to just play a really lame deck, you play Dark Worlds. No offense to anyone that plays that. It's just that, I mean, you have better options that take a lot more skill to play, and Dark Worlds just really don't have a lot of skill. It's just kind of, a lot of times it's sacky, derpy stuff, so anyways, not a big Dark World fan myself, but and then other decks I'd like to see maybe top would be, I'd love to see Evil's top. They've been topping a lot of regionals recently, and I think the deck has a lot of potential. I think it's a really, really good deck. If the format slowed down, there's always that surprise factor that you set your Westlow, and your opponent's going to think it's the Geargia dude, and they're going to summon their Thunder King, and they're going to attack into the Westlow, and then it flips up, and you're going to grab yourself a Serato, and if they don't have any protection, or they do, you're going to like storm it next turn, or MST their 1 back row, attack with the Serato, and then you're going to make, you know, you're going to do the whole Zenmeister loop every turn, summon something, set some back rows, and you win. So I think it's got a lot of really good first turn plays. Najasho is a fantastic card because he's got such a big defense. He's 2,000 defense, so he's really good against heroes. They have to like waste their Gemini Spark on him. You know, the deck obviously has a hard time against heroes, just like Geargias do. But all in all, I think that it's one of those decks that could possibly do well if enough people, you know, jumped on the reins. Another one that I think could potentially do well is Lightsworn, or obviously Chaos Dragons. The deck's still really good. It's been topping a lot of regionals. It's won a couple regionals, I believe. And I think just the fact that Lightsworn just has a lot of good cards in it, as does Chaos Dragons. You're just continually dropping boss monsters. It's got a lot of really powerful cards in it. And obviously, you know, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys. It's a Sacky game. Sacky decks can win. And a lot of times, unfortunately, they do win. And then obviously one I forgot to mention was Dino Rabbit. Dino Rabbit's still really, really good. Even with 2 Rabbit and 2 Tour Guide, it's still like you can derp really hard. You can like open up with the Rabbit, summon it, first turn Logia, set 4, go. And then you have the Tour Guide in your hand for next turn. So it's just like, you can get hands like that and win. Like, it's really, really still a busted deck. And it's funny because with the tins coming out now, I think a lot more people are going to be playing it for how budget it's going to be. But yeah, that's kind of my my predictions for the YCS. I think Windups are probably going to win it again. It is the most busted deck this format. Konami really wasn't thinking when they hit Windups on the ban list. They're like, okay, let's get rid of the discard loop. Problem is that even though they hit Zen Mighty, they didn't really hit the TCG exclusives that are problem cards over here. Windup Rabbit is not broken, but it's extremely good. In fact, I would say it's too good. Their search card is still too powerful. The fact that it stacks, just like Black Whirlwind, and you know, the fact you can still run 3 of it, it makes it way too much like searching. You can grab and once again, the biggest problem I think in the entire deck, and the reason why it's so good over here, is the fact they made Windup Shark. You know, you just reveal him from your hand, and then he gets its effect specials. That's 1 search, and then you get your Magician's effect, and you just start going off. That Magician grabs another one, and then after your search, you grab another Shark, and you special that again, and you just keep doing that, and you spam, and you just OTK, and it's just so ridiculously consistent that even though Konami killed Inzectors, which was obviously the biggest problem deck of last format, we have another problem deck in our midst, which is unfortunate, but I think we all expected it. You know, one deck dies, another one takes its place. So yeah, I think Windups are going to win, and then probably second will be Geargias or Machines, and third I would say Heroes would be the next chance to win. You never know, though, some crazy rogue deck that no one's seen could get in there, and there's always other random decks in there, like, you know, Chain Burn and, you know, Final Countdown and stuff, so I guess we'll see what happens. Even Heretics are fairly decent still, so I guess we'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment down below about the deck profile and the little questions I had for you. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. Make sure to check out my other videos, and I'll hopefully have a live show up for you guys tonight. It is Friday night, so I know a lot of you probably don't have something to do, so it gives you something to do for a couple hours. Anyways, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.